Feh Channel for November 2020 was a short little update, but we got an early look at the next seasonal banner, some quality of life features for the next update, and a brand new game mode event that is certainly something different. I'll be discussing everything that was talked about in this video. First up, we pretty much got the full details on the next batch of our new limited time units. The seasonal banner for November is going to be ninja themed, and it will begin tomorrow night. If you're watching this video, the date's been released. I made a tweet saying that we'd only have one more batch of new heroes this year, but I'm dumb and can't count. We should be getting this ninja banner for November, and then one new heroes banner for the end of book 4 in the second half of November. December most likely kicks off book 5, which probably has another set of new heroes, and then we roll into Christmas and New Year's seasonal banners. It's that time of the year where you gotta be careful where you spend those orbs. So our first ninja-fied unit is Zihark, who is a newcomer from the Telius games. Between the Feh Channel and the banner trailer videos, we know everyone's stats and skills, assuming nothing changes. I will briefly talk about them here, but I will go more in depth in a separate video. Anyway, Zihark is our 4-star focus unit. He's a sword infantry unit. He has some crazy good stats with 43 HP, 37 attack, 42 speed, 30 defense, and 24 resistance. To put things in perspective, he has a better attack and speed spread than Fallen Ike and Merida, so unique weapons aside, this guy can be a fun merge project. Now the theme for this ninja banner's weapons is all about dual wielding because they are all brave weapons. Not only is Zihark's ninja katana plus better than a brave sword by 1 might, but it also grants +4 speed with a penalty of -4 defense and res. Oh boy, so most people would probably say that these are straight upgrades to the usual brave weapons, and I would have to agree. The -4 defense and res isn't that big of an issue because brave weapons are player phase focused anyway, and getting the +4 speed instead of a -5 speed penalty is a +9 speed difference from the usual brave sword plus. That is kind of disgusting, and these ninja weapons are going to be geared for quad attack builds. Besides his stats and katana, Zihark has a typical demoted kit. His special is Astra, plus he has chill speed 3 as his B skill. He does introduce a new speed and defense gap skill though, so that's a nice option if you want to buff up one specific ally. All things considered, very cool 4-star focus unit, and I can imagine some really fun uses for those ninja katanas on other sword units. Next up we have Ninja Navarre dual-wielding lances. Can we please get more of those? Similar to Zihark, Navarre is a lance infantry unit with 41 HP, 39 attack, 42 speed, 31 defense, and 23 resistance. While Legendary Dimitri has a godly 41 attack and speed spread, Navarre has already overtaken him as the fastest lance infantry unit, and I would say he has the second best attack and speed spread for any lancer in the game. For a comparison, Navarre beats Catherine by 1 speed, so another really fast high damage unit. Navarre's Ninja Yari Plus is the lance version of Zihark's weapon, and a lot of people were already imagining giving this to Legendary Dimitri to abuse it with Atrocity's extra damage. For the quad attack memes, that would be pretty hilarious. Navarre will also come in Mumbo, Flashing Blade 4, and Low Speed and Defense 3. Low skills are obviously great to go with brave weapons, although the Desperation quad build is certainly an option. Flashing Blade 4 is also scary because the 5 true damage on hit applies to each attack, and Ninja Yari Plus does not have a speed penalty. If Navarre can actually get to attack 4 times, that's 20 extra true damage. Gonna want to be careful with that one. Our third unit is Ninja Laevatein with a very bright art style. She will be an axe flyer and will take the stat line of her summer alt with 41 HP, 42 attack, 18 speed, 37 defense, and 34 resistance. 18 speed is atrocious, but that's not gonna matter because Laevatein's twin star axe is gonna be like Altina's Ragno and Alande combo. It's a dual phase brave weapon with 11 might, which means even on the enemy phase, Laevatein will attack twice every action. While Altina also gets distant counter, twin star axe actually has the blade tome effect, although it's only half as strong. Laevatein gets bonus attack equal to half the total bonuses on her during combat. That is still quite scary because if Laevatein has +6 to all stats, that would equal 24 total bonuses or +12 attack, and then you also include the attack buff on top. She always hits twice, so more attack is exactly what she wants. While she can't tank arrows like Altina, her res is decent, and she has distant ward to fight mages and healers. Laevatein even has Vantage 3 for the enemy phase cheese. Something Altina wouldn't mind actually getting is the new attack and defense Rain 3 C skills. Similar to the lulls, the Rain skills are perfect flyer options for brave weapon builds because you basically get double the value out of that -4 defense debuff. For Laevatein, Altina, and any other brave weapon flyers, that's 8 extra damage. Speed and defense Rain is probably better for the quad attackers, but this variant is perfect for those slow flyers and tanks. Last unit on the banner is Duel-Wielding and Florina. They will be a colorless dagger unit with 40 HP, 38 attack, 42 speed, 21 defense, and 26 resistance. They should have the highest attack and speed spread for any dagger units out there, but they will still be vulnerable to any counterattacks. Not to be left out, Duel-Wielding is bringing us our first brave dagger weapon. Tailwind Shuriken is a 9-might dagger that is not only a brave dagger that grants +4 speed and inflicts -4 defense and res like the other ninja weapons, but it's also a slaying weapon. Slaying plus brave effects is nasty since you can proc a 2-quit on special like Moonbow on the second hit without flashing or heavy blade. If you do use flashing blade, you can instead upgrade to Luna, and if Lin were to quad attack, she could proc double Lunas. Dual Lin is a scary attacker, but with even lower defense and res from her weapon, she needs to be protected at all costs. Range flyers can't use dive bomb for instant quad attacks, so if she can't kill with her first 2 hits, then things get a bit dicey. We did see her dual skill too, and it's basically a one-time use gale force. Lin must get into combat, but afterwards she can refresh herself with another action. For base kit, Lin and Florina will come with Moonbow, so spare 3 and speed and defense rain, back already again. Chill attack and defense 2 will be a new inheritable B skill option. As always, we are getting a Tempest Trials to go with our seasonal units. It will begin one day after the banner launches, and our Tempest reward unit this time is Ninja Hana. We got confirmation on Hana's weapon effects from the in-game message board, and they are the same as the other inheritable ninja weapons. She's an axe infantry unit, so we will complete the sword, lance, and axe trio of ninja brave weapons. I hope inheriting these weapons onto other units get them the dual wield animations, because Hana's axes look amazing with their pink and green colors and patterns. For stats, Hana's gonna have 42 HP, 36 attack, 40 speed, 20 defense, and 30 resistance. Now, Hana will have a good bit more resistance than her banner counterparts, but that does cut into her attack and speed. Still, 36 attack and 40 speed is amazing considering the best axe infantry offensive spread is dual arms 35 attack and 40 speed. Her stats we got in the preview are super messed up because not only does her axes grant +4 speed and inflict -4 defense and res, but Hana has life and death 3. That means you have to add another +5 attack and speed and another -5 defense and res. 49 visible speed is just hilarious coming from a Tempest unit. For those looking for a good skill fodder, Ninja Hana actually comes with Wrath 3, and that's a nice rare skill. Honestly, she's a great reward unit, good art, neat weapon, and skills plus a very good stat line all things considered. Moving on, we have new features for update 4.11. First, for those worried about phone storage space, they're adding a new game data quality option. Recommended is in between from the high quality and low quality versions. Nice to see options, especially when some AAA games these days are just ludicrously big. The one in-game quality of life feature we're getting is an increase to number of teams and skill sets. You can now have 20 teams, 20 reserve teams, 10 brigades, and 10 skill sets. I know some players like to use brigades to mass switch lots of units to certain builds for modes like Arena Assault, and in general this is a nice addition. Last, they are updating the Laevatein website with newer articles. For any new players, there's actually a lot of information on this site along with the in-game skill studies mode, so it's not bad to take a look if you want more tips. Last thing on the docket is a new game mode / event. Pawns of Loki is definitely interesting, but like always we'll have to see how it actually plays out. I have never played an auto chess type game, but from my extremely small understanding, this new Pawns of Loki mode is Feh's take on the genre. If you don't know what auto chess is, the only major ones I know of are the Dota version and the League of Legends Teamfight Tactics version. I'm pretty sure it's a recently new type of genre, but again I don't really know much about it. The features that I recognize in Pawns of Loki is that you need to draft a team, place them in the green grid, and then the game will automatically play out versus the enemy. This is not a PvP mode, and the units you can draft are decided by whoever you set in your brigades. I have no idea if individual builds are going to matter. Now, as you can see on the right image, you can have multiple of the same unit. However, if you have 3 of the same unit, you can combine them together to get a stronger version. This mode will have multiple turns, and each round you basically need to have more total HP than the enemy once all your units have taken an action. I assume the game repeats the pattern of drafting new units, upgrading your team, and then battling. You get points for each round, and it accumulates at the end. Now, to add to the complexity, there are combos you can create with team comps. For example, if you have 3 Forma with the weapon types on screen, you get bonuses. This applies to move types too, with move type mixes and move type pairs. I'm not exactly sure how the last one works. There also seems to be round specific bonuses. It seems like there's going to be 3 separate rounds for this event. Round 1 may grant a bonus for using melee units, while round 2 may grant a bonus for using ranged units. All in all, the mode definitely appears to have some kind of complexity tied to it, so we'll see if you actually need to strategize properly. You need to bring the right type of units with a variety of weapon types and movement types, plus I don't know if your builds actually matter, or if units are going to use a standard set of skills. If I'm honest, I already like this mode better than the last one, but I'll reserve judgment once it releases. For rewards, they will be based on cumulative points and then high scores. I hope this is an event you can play over and over, but I don't see it happening if it's a limited time mode. Rewards seem to be pretty standard stuff like orbs, feathers, and sacred coins. The first Pawns of Loki event will begin on November 11th and will last for about 1 week. To celebrate, there's going to be some event-based rewards. There's going to be a login bonus with dragon flowers and heroic grails. There will also be quests for dragon flowers, orbs, and 40 trait fruits. We'll also be getting daily banners of this year's skill-focused banners. You can summon once for free, so be sure to do that every day. There will also be 6 reward maps with 2 difficulties that grant 12 orbs in total. Pretty standard occasion. In total, you can earn 90 dragon flowers of each variety, 40 heroic grails, 40 trait fruits, 6 free summons from the banner, and 22 orbs. Those 40 trait fruits do be looking pretty nice if I'm honest. That's going to wrap things up for this Feh Channel. Very basic one, but I wasn't expecting much since book 4 is winding down. The new ninja banner is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to the new event. Hopefully it's fun to play. I'll be back to fully dive into the ninja banner units and then talk about the Tempest trials rewards later on. We should also find out about this month's refines, and I'm praying Mr. Volter gets something spicy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.